Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, Florida Girl for Life. Yes, I agree with you. Karen Summer Moore is a force to be reckoned with. You guys, let us get into this recap. But can I just say, I don't understand, Sanya. You have this thing with Kenya, right? You let Marlo put a battery in your back. You did all this stuff, and then at the table, you looked at her and so aggressively said, "What's up, Kenya?" Now you got the right to do that. But then when Kenya said, "What's up?" you were sitting there saying, "Give me a second, let me think." And I think I was Candy when she erupted into laughter. Y'all, this episode tonight, first of all, Marlo is so fake and phony. I will say this about Candy. Candy knows how to move strategically, right? You cannot get to that level of fame and that level of the business acumen letting your emotions lead you. But Candy is the goat when it comes to tolerating people. She can't stand because Marlo was getting with that fake laugh. Anyway, y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Tisa. And Gucci, you think I love them? Okay, let me stop. Let me be serious. Here is how things are going to go and how they always go for my Real Housewives recaps. I literally go into the recap, talk about everything that happened in detail. If you haven't seen the episode or if you're watching this work and you want me to catch you up before you see the episode, then I open the lines and we talk. It's a real good key. So let's get into what happened, at Cliff Notes, an outline version of the episode. And then we go and literally break it down and social analyze and psychologically analyze everything that we saw. Y'all, let's get into this. Okay. Where do we start? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sanya was on some BS. That dinner scene was just like one for the ages. I don't understand what Sanya's problem is with Kenya. I do understand that she just don't like Kenya, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like the fact that I'm giving you guys a jump in, there was at the end of the scene, the climax, right? This is at the end of the episode. Sanya called Kenya ingrateful. Now, if you are new to reality TV, that might fly. But the fact is, like, Sanya, you are a newbie. What you mean Kenya's ingrateful? That's why Kenya laughed. You're lucky I'm here. I'm the OG. You're the newbie. If I didn't even bother to show up, there wouldn't be a scene. Ingrateful, Sanya, I'm putting you on by engaging in your party and being nice to you and trying to give you some camera time. Do you not know how this reality TV thing goes? I swear to God, I think Marlo put a battery in Sanya's back for Sanya to be like, Kenya, you really grateful right now. And Kenya had to laugh. And I was like, Sanya, you did not pick the winning team at all. Now, here's the thing. I think that, like, I am sick of Real Housewives of Atlanta always having a new cast every season, like good or bad. The same way y'all stuck with Drew, just stick with them. Matter of fact, bring Phelan back, bring LaToya back, do what you want, but can we see some continuity? I don't know if Sanya's going to get another season just because Bravo's funny like that. But however, sorry, good morning, everybody, by the way, I just woke up. But as a matter of fact, I do know for a fact that if there is some type of will she or won't she, it's going to be because you aligned yourself with Sheree, who Bravo always treats as disposable. And Marlo, yeah, you've been a friend for 14 years, but you just got here. Anyway, let's get into this recap, and then I'll say hi to everybody. All right, now where are we at? All right, so it starts off with that dinner scene, right? When Sanya Man stood up, right? He was being so dramatic, it wasn't that serious. Now, they do literally allude to this later on in the episode with Kenya being like, the man stood up and was yelling at me. It was like mad aggressive. Sheree was trying to sorry guys, I just woke up. Sheree, but I'm here. I'm loving it. Sheree was literally making excuses for what happened, but she kept her mouth shut. When Todd later on in the episode got smart with Marlo was like, damn, I got a man cursing at me. I wish I had a man to defend myself. Everybody knows that something's wrong when a man stands up to curse a woman out. Now, I said it before. If I'm being windmilled by 6 girls, do I want my man like in the corner being like, that's woman's business? If I'm getting dragged for filth, do I want my man to be like, no, jump in enough to get me away? But the fact that you don't gotta defend Sanya. She's a real deal Jamaican. She gives it as good as she gets. Sanya is a strong woman. To sit there now act like your woman is being tag team. I said it once and I said it again. I swear to God, her husband at the beginning of the season, they both sat down and had a marathon. And he was like, if they try to tag team you, he gonna be like, yo, back off my wife. No, too much, too much, too much. Yo, don't F with my wife. Wait, let's bring the bass down. Yo, don't F with my wife. No, that's not threatening enough. Yo, Kenya, don't F with my wife. We getting somewhere. Yo, stand up. Yo, look at the camera. Don't F with my wife. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's what we gonna run it. And Sanya was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Ooh, I swear it just seems so fake, so planned out, but also so odd and disrespectful. I'm all for defending your woman. But Sanya was not in danger. Sanya was not being tag team. And what's more, Sanya's mouth can handle all of them too. So what? Huh? What? Anyway, right? Then okay, so okay. So then they get up and Sanya and her man leave the table, right? Sheree is really offended that she got left because she's like, yo, this is Survivor, this is Big Brother. I'm in with the cool crowd. She thought her, Marlo, and Sanya, the new girl. Marlo, you just got a peach of Sheree. They literally treat you like Tyrone, treat you every season and will kick you out and bring you back and you'll always come running back. Y'all really thought y'all made the Powerpuff Girls. Literally. Who is it? Literally, Sheree thought she was Blossom. Sanya was the girl with the dark haired, and Marlo thinks she Buttercup. Who is it? Buttercup, Blossom, and who's the third Power Ranger? Buttercup, Blossom. Anyway, it don't matter. I'll figure out who the third Powerpuff Girl is later. They thought they was the Powerpuff Girls about to take over. It was crazy. Listen. So anyway, Candy jumps in, and I said, I wonder if Candy feels some type of way watching this playback, that she was so down to make everybody have like, oh, I understand you. Oh, this, oh, that. When these people are dogging you out. Now, here's the thing. I know why Candy jumped in. Anytime someone's criticized for overworking or putting work first, Candy Birds is going to jump in and be like, well, actually, there's nothing wrong with that. Candy, all you got to do is be like, Candy, I work so much. People are complaining I'm not there for them. And Candy will be like, yeah. Like she'll defend, she'll understand. Oh, Unks Monopoly. Thank you. Unks Monopoly, thank you for that generous super chat. She said, love you, Lo. I'm going to stay away from these shows. Haha, this mess will get me locked up. Thank you so much for the generous super chat, Unks Melody. What am I saying? Unks Monopoly. Y'all know I'm dyslexic, and it is literally 9 o'clock in the morning here. And I don't like to wake up before 11. I'm just saying, right? But thank you so much, Unks Monopoly. And I get you. Listen, the mess will get you locked up because people are always trying. But I just feel like what did you, Unks Monopoly? What did you think, Unks? There we go. Wait, ONYXX? Y'all know I will butcher something. So, Oni, Kiss Monopoly? Is that what it is? Oni XX. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Let me know the phonetic spelling. Girl, thank you for the super chat though. Oh, Unks. Okay, Unks like dun, 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 let the boys be boys. I remember my big cousins used to, there was a rap group called Unks. Slam, dun, dun, dun. My big cousins used to be going off on that. Let the boys be boys. Slam, dun, dun, dun. That's some old school hip hop. Rim, thank you so much. Oh, wait, ONNX. Really? On XXX. On XXX Monopoly. All right. On XXX Monopoly. Okay. There we go. Okay. I know y'all sitting there watching this live like, Tisa can't never read. She's always butchering a name. She don't know what day of the week it is. Why are we still following this girl? I know Ona's just sitting there like, just call me Monopoly. It's cool. Just move on, girl. So it's Unks, right? Unks like the jewel. All right. So I'm right. Wait, Onyx. I got it. Onyx. Okay. I saw the phonetic thing. Okay. I'm on it. Onyx, but before y'all in the live chat just be like, Onyx, there we go. There you go. Onyx, but you guys were like on XXX. Do y'all see how I made the mistake? Somebody's like, no, on X. And I'm like, yeah, got it. Onyx. Okay. There we go. Onyx. Thank you, y'all. On, and I'm like, okay, got it. On XXX. On Kissy Face. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, there we go. Onyx. Like, and I even pronounced the group wrong. All right, Onyx. Onyx Monopoly. Thank you so much for the super chat. And all y'all in the chat, like, ain't no way. Hey, House of Glam, listen. Okay, Onyx, thank you so much. Onyx Monopoly, thank you. And Rem, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so House of Glam said, I do understand what Ross tried to do. They haven't been on this type of show before, and he was given real emotion, and that's what Bravo needs, real reactions. House of Glam, he might have been given real reactions, but on the editing floor, it looked fake as F. It looked as fake as Marlo's laughs and as fake as Marlo trying to be friendly with people. It looked fake to me. Let me know in the comments, right? Onyx, now that I know that's Onyx, that's going to be my middle name. Now that I know how to pronounce it. But I will say this, right? Let me know, right? Let me know. Hey, Super Pigment, let me know in the comments. Did Ross's reaction to House of Glam, what's up, Jamie? To House of Glam's point, right? Did Ross's reaction look real? I thought it looked fake. I thought it looked staged. Listen, I thought it looked 11th grade when you in the mirror being like, B, you was talking about me? Yo, you was talking about me? And you practicing how you going to run up on somebody in class and put a show on for everybody in class. It was giving real 9th, 10th, 11th grade, practicing what you say, practicing how you and your girlfriends are going to run up, practicing the drama for everybody to be like, ooh, it was given. But let me know. Also, you guys, there are 369 people in this chat. Please hit the like button. Y'all know I'm almost at 100,000. Please help me grow. Even if you don't want to subscribe, if you hit that like button, y'all know it just helps me with the algorithm. All right. But honestly, let me know in the chat. Did it give in the chat? Did y'all think, right? I know. House of Glam said, I can't wake up, damn it. That's why I was like, Onyx, on everything. Onyx Monopoly was just looking like, God, this girl. Okay, Onyx, listen. DPR is like, you got it. DPR is like, proud. Yes, Onyx. Jasmine, thank you. Okay, so House of Glam said, I can't wake the hell up. House of Glam, thank you so much for the super sticker, mama. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's get into this review. Yeah, exactly. Listen, Spellhouse, I agree with you. It looked fake to me. Yes, this is the best community in the world. It looked fake to me. It was fake. The episode, it was just fake, right? Again, maybe it's just me, but to me, it looked like you was practicing in the mirror. Yo, don't F with my wife. Don't F. Yo, come here. Psst, come here. Don't you F with my life. He would look like he was trying to replay the opening of The Godfather. Like, man, Ross, if you, and like I said, I would never fight a man. I got too many brothers, too many cousins. I got a daddy and I got a man. You will never see me fighting a man. But if somebody said, you better fight one man at this table or the whole world's going to end, I would pick Ross. Yeah, he's an athlete, but baby, I don't just be sitting on my butt too. I still got my lean muscle mass from high school. If I had to fight one man, if I had to, I would 100% choose Ross. If I had to, right? If I had to. Ralph, he's a little bit too stocky, and that peanut head looks like it's really hard when he butts you. That's all I'm going to say. But let's get into this. Thank you, Onyx Monopoly. You said for getting it right. She forgot to put ... finally, right? All right. Thank you so much, Onyx Monopoly, again. Okay, so let's look at this, right? So anyway, we're at the dinner scene. Ross stands up. It's dramatic. It's not that serious, right? Okay, right? Sheree talked about how she's so offended that Sanya didn't invite her. And here's the thing. At one point with Sanya and Kenya, I was like, yo, why y'all dragging this? Maybe it was an accident. That's where I was. But later on in the episode, it's revealed that Sanya did that mess on purpose. And she did that mess on purpose because Sheree was standing too close to Kenya. Sheree caught a stray. That's all I want to say, right? Okay. Again, people are saying Sanya, the Powerpuff Girls, Sanya, Marlo, and Sheree, it was wasted time with them filming, trying to kiss Marlo's butt, beg Marlo for attention, and trying to get scenes for the camera when you could have literally flowed into Kenya. You could have flowed into Kenya and made an alliance. But the problem is, Marlo is on that 2008 Real Housewives thing of you can only be Portia's friend. You can only be Nene's friend, right? Kenya never really pulled rank with that. She was fine if you were her friend and whatnot. So they're literally operating by 2008. Girl, it is 2022. You got to have alliances with everybody. Don't let Marlo lead you down that wrong road, especially when Marlo don't even know where the road ends. You know what I'm saying? Marlo doesn't even know if she's going to be brought back next season. Now, she probably will, but at this point, it's so early. Marlo could have been a dead. Sheree could have been a, well, Sheree's never a dead, but they always dismiss her when they don't need her anymore. Okay, right? So Candy's being busy defending Sanya, saying, leave her alone. She's overworked. Because you know, if there's one thing Candy's going to do, Candy is going to defend someone who is overworked and doesn't have time to keep up social relations. Candy, we know you're a boss. We know that is Candy's struggle. And we know that is Candy's soft spot, right? Or being overworked, right? Let's see. Listen. So anyway, Kenya starts off by saying, I'm sorry, Candy starts off by saying, Kenya, why are you sitting here talking about Sanya's trip? Because if there's one thing we know, Sanya is the better host. And I said, is she? Because this is the third meal we've been on. I'm really into food. Literally, I'm into food. Even when I go on vacation, yeah, everyone's just like, oh, let's go see the temples. Let's see the mountains. Let's go see that, be greeted by the king. And I'm like, so I need to eat all the street food. I need to eat at all the nice restaurants, but also I need to eat the street food. And while we're at it, I need to make a list of all the dessert spots and the ice cream factories I want to hit. When I go someplace, I care about the food because that's how you absorb culture. That's how you learn about the people. So when what's her name was like, yo, her trip was way better than Kenya. So like, what's she talking about? And I was like, is it though? Because this is the third time you guys have eaten jerk chicken and rice and peas and some salty fish. Some like literally stop. I get it. It's Jamaica. Can we move on? I know that like they literally waited until the last meal to diversify the menu. In the last 2 episodes, they have eaten jerk chicken so many times. Even Todd was like, yeah, I ain't eating meat. Can I just get some rice and beans? He was sick of the jerk chicken. So I said, was it really a better trip? Honestly. Plus, to be fair, Kenya was going through a divorce. And I know nobody was there for it. But honestly, you just left an incredibly abusive relationship mentally where you are dealing with being a mother to a young child. You wanted your family. Granted, everybody got to carry their own burden. Everybody's problems are everybody's problems. I get that. But I can understand, even though Sanya couldn't, because she tried to play Kenya for being like, oh my God, it's always a sob story over your divorce. And I said, listen, Sanya, this is your first season, baby. We haven't dug up the skeletons on Ross, if there are any. We haven't seen the messed up dynamics of your relationship. Because let me tell y'all something. When you are cast on a reality TV show and when they decide to give you a peach, those people open you up psychologically. I'm talking about the producers that's casting. They know where your skeletons are buried. I will be willing to guarantee one thing. They wouldn't put a completely functional couple, right, on reality TV unless there was some dysfunctional interfamily dynamic. Look at Candy. Candy's a boss, but Mama Joyce got the mouth. They like that, right? The way Mama Joyce will come, say some things, and Candy be like, oh my God, right? Look at Candy, Todd, and Mama Joyce, right? Candy and Todd love each other, but they saw that dysfunction, right? That's what they do for ratings. Sanya, for you to sit here and be like, don't be giving your sob story, your marriage, or all this, Mama, you are living in a glass house, because I guarantee you one thing, those producers saw some messed up relationship dynamic or inter-family dynamic, and they are going to exploit it next season. Trust and believe. So you sitting there having no sympathy for Kenya because Kenya's breaking down because basically Mark's taking her through stuff. Again, Kenya's problems ain't nobody's problems but her own. But I can at least understand why that trip was a mess. Why Kenya Samamora was walking around all the time looking like her hair was sweated out. Why she was crying at a moment's time. It's because she was going through something. But Sanya, I hope not, but your time will come because the producers will bring it up. Now, right? Sheree even said, yo, I thought it was funny when Sanya did this to other people, but now that she's doing it to me, I don't think it's funny. Sanya is sitting here trying to play innocent, and I was inclined to believe her about why she didn't invite Kenya, why she left Kenya and Sheree. If you guys don't know, last episode, the bus pulled off without Kenya and Sheree. What happened? But when Sheree said that, it reminded me, Sanya, you've done this too many times. You do that passive aggressive stuff, and then you're just like, oh, it must have been an oversight. When the oversight is you ain't want them to come. Okay, so anyway, Drew had to jump in and be like, I find it funny. Not funny, ha ha, but funny, right? Drew jumped in and was like, listen, we just all have to own our own stuff. Drew, shut up. Shut up, Drew. But I thought it was funny because Drew is always willing to jump in and get a kick in on somebody she don't like, right? Drew, just own your mess, right? Candy still going that the boat was nice. And again, I have to wonder, Candy, do you regret defending all these people like Marlo and Sanya when Marlo and Sanya were sitting on the after show asides talking mad-ish about you? Does it? I'm just wondering. I know Candy's sitting there like, but you know what? I'm sure Candy sat there and she was like, I'll see you at the reunion, because Candy and Kenya are supposedly ate Marlo up at the reunion. They did not tag team her. They ate her up separately, but they left no crumbs, right? They were like some hyenas literally fighting over who gets her femur bone. Anyway, right? Then Marlo comes in with something. Marlo, I don't think that Marlo realizes, at least to me, it's not a drag to say somebody doesn't have a man. It's not. Probably they sleep better at night and they have more peace. It is not a drag to me to say that there's a single woman around. So all this stuff going on, all the things Marlo could have said, and Marlo being unimaginative says, you know, Kenya just mad her man's gone. Kanye, like, Marlo, how long are we going to go with this Kenya's miserable because she's single? Marlo, and not even that, Marlo, boo-boo, you're single too. So if you're happy and fabulous and living your life, right? I mean, maybe she's single, or maybe she's a kept billionaire's woman and she can't ever show her man, right? But if you're sitting there and you're saying all this stuff, Marlo, sorry guys, static energy. But if you're saying all this stuff, Marlo, you are exactly Kenya. Only the fact of you can't even have somebody show up on a trip with you. I wonder why that is. Because we had a discussion last week, if y'all missed it, about how come Marlo's been single so long. Marlo is funny. Marlo's vibrant. She has a beautiful body. I like Marlo's little raspy Newport special voice. I like that. I like she sounds like your old aunt. Like, go on, bring me those Newports and that Crown Royal that's up there. And Marlo's drop dead gorgeous, right? Marlo's a fashion plate. She brings a lot of energy. Listen, there ain't no way why Marlo can't get a man. Marlo's been single for the last 14 years. We ain't seen her with one man. Now we can say, oh, ain't no man want to claim her. But is that really the truth? Because of course Marlo could get any man to stand next to her, right? Especially because she got that Real Housewives of Atlanta clout. A lot of people were speculating that Marlo's been a kept woman for a long time. And part of being a kept woman, one, you get the billionaire dollars, you get this, you get that, but you can never be seen with the guy. But more importantly, the guy, you can never have other men around. You notice even when Marlo's around filming, she has a gay bestie around, a gay stylist. If it's a man, he's always gay. She never even has a straight man around her, even just playing as friends. Again, to me, I don't know. It's giving, I don't know. It's giving kept woman vibes. That's not to say that Marlo's a kept woman, but I don't know. It's giving kept woman vibes. Anyway, right? And the thing is, Marlo's on a reality TV show. So it's not even like Marlo's private. And she's like, y'all stay out my life. I don't want y'all in my business. No, Marlo, you're on a reality TV show. You can't even be next to a straight man. Anyway, but that's it. I'm just talking ish because who knows what's going on with Marlo. So anyway, Sanya and her husband go out and talk. And he's like, I don't like anybody talking about my baby. And I was like, yeah, that's sweet. I get it. But if nobody's cursing at me and it's just women fussing at me, yeah, if you felt like it, I won't want my man to stand up and defend me, my brothers, my cousins, my uncle, it doesn't matter. My dad, but you don't got to curse. Like, come on. It still is women. Like, I don't know. To me and the way I was raised, that just makes a man look real weak, that you got to like literally try to bully and intimidate and talk to a woman like she's a man. I don't like that. Now, y'all might think it was, and let me know in the comments. Also, there's 545 people in the chat. Can y'all please hit that like button and help me grow? Subscribe if you can. I'm almost to 100,000. Can y'all just subscribe and then wait till I get to 100,000 and then you can take your subscription back? I just want to see that mark. Anyway, just the way I was raised, men don't yell at women and they don't curse at women, and they definitely don't talk to women. They don't talk to women like they're men. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, almost the way seeing a woman in a dude's face. It's like, why are you arguing? Like, go get your brother or something. But that's just the way I was raised. All right. So anyway, Sanya and her husband Ross leave. They go and talk. They come back to the table. Sanya delivers her cool and she says, let's reconvene tomorrow and have a good time. Right. They show Sheree on the phone talking about samples. And I said, this is samples for her fashion show. And I said, is Sheree serious? Somebody made a good point on Twitter saying Sheree did She by Sheree 12 years ago. And just now she's having a fashion show, right? Sheree also acts like she's trying to launch a couture line. I see what it is with Sheree. She's a perfectionist. And if she can't do everything perfect, she doesn't want to do everything at all. Sheree, She by Sheree has become a joke and a tagline. Not disrespectfully, but I say this to say, baby, you could literally have sweatshirts that you brand saying spring, summer, never worry. You can have She by Sheree or She by Shanat. You can literally be in on the joke, but I feel like Sheree's ego is so fragile that she couldn't take people laughing at her, because the truth of the matter is, maybe her finances are funny and maybe that is a short spot. I don't know what it is, but why are you acting like this got to be like something that rivals Versace and Givenchy or however you pronounce it? Y'all know I don't know how to pronounce that, right? Why are y'all acting like this has to be on such level? When, like Candy said, all you gotta do is get some sweatshirts and like move around. Like, that's it. You could make a cute little coin. You could make a cute little coin, do that, and then pay real up and coming designers to come under the Chateau Sheree, right? The House of Sheree, the Chateau Sheree. Literally make a brand called the Chateau de Sheree or the House of Sheree or that She's by Sheree. Pay a bunch of young upcoming designers to be designers and get your collection out. And then every month you have new designers featured. And on the She by Sheree website, since you have all eyes looking at your goddamn website and your Instagram that's not even up, every month you could feature new Black designers that are invited to be the guest of the House of Sheree, right? The Chateau Sheree guests come in every single month, show their brands. They've already had the product. They've already made it. They get eyes on them. You get maybe 10% or 20% of the profits because you are literally turning into a fashion house. And every month you got new designers. Every 3 months you got new designers. It would be such a good way for you to make money, for you to help up and coming designers, and for you to actually get some product on your website. And get this, there's no overhead for you because the young up and coming designers already have their product, already have their inventory. Why can't Sheree do something like that? Every month in your Instagram story, you could have a little fashion show runway. I just don't understand why she won't do that. It's so easy. The hardest thing to do is get a platform. You have a platform. You can find ways to invest in your platform without even making any money. But you know what? Sheree ain't going to do that. Anyway, right? Sheree's talking about it's 3 weeks before the fashion show and ain't nothing happening. Sheree, you knew you got signed a year ago. Why 3 weeks before the fashion show, you're looking at samples? You knew this. Why does it seem like you're just doing this for the cameras, right? Then you're talking about you had to change the date because the original date isn't available for the venue. Did you put your deposit down in reserve, or were you just always walking down your venue and you're like, I like that, I'm gonna have the show there. And 3 weeks before, you're like, hey, can we fit in? Sheree, this is just so like, when did you book this anyway? So anyway, Sanya sits there and she apologized to Sheree. And she says, oh, yo, listen, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. There's going to be a car waiting for you at the shoot. And when she said a car waiting for you, Sheree, a private driver, and they're going to come and bring you to the shoot because I apologize and I wanted you there. And when Sanya did that, I said, so Kenya wasn't wrong. So Kenya War wasn't wrong. The fact that you did all this to roll the red carpet out, and the fact that you apologized to Sheree, but you ain't say 2 words to Kenya, and the fact, it brought me back to my original conclusion. You excluded them on purpose. You didn't want Kenya there. Kenya annoyed you for some reason, and because Sheree was chilling with Kenya, Sheree got left too, because there was no way that you could tell Sheree that the bus was waiting outside without Kenya walking out too. Man, Sanya, just own your mess, right? Okay, listen. Again, you don't like Kenya and you were being ignorant. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is your right, but mama, just own it, right? Anyway, Marlo calls all the girls together. Everybody's like, and she's like, listen, we got a lot of stuff planned. Let's do this. I just want positivity and light. Every time Marlo says, I just want positivity and light, you know she about to be a little demon. Marlo literally is a person that is opposite day. When Marlo's like, I just want to come together and have a sisterhood, you know she's about to rip you apart. Marlo always does exactly opposite. So when she said, you guys, let's let this be a fun day, full of light. Even I was with Candy when Candy rolled her eyes, like, Marlo, stop. We've seen too much, right? So Marlo calls the girls together. She says that, she's the hostess with the mostest. And Kenya said what I said. Why would you leave Marlo in charge of this girls' trip when none of the people like Marlo and everybody's mad at her? And that's when I said, Sanya just doesn't have a clue. Marlo somehow convinced her she had power. Somehow convinced Sheree they had power. They made this little alliance. Even the way Sanya was talking to Sheree, a setback. Also, if you guys didn't know, there was a scene where Sheree, the car took her to go see Sanya, where she was filming her Fitbit, where I guess it's like a workout series, like on demand. And I said, you know what? This is another thing. Why doesn't Sheree have a Fitbit series? I like Sheree's body. She's in incredible shape. She is an athlete. I would actually take workout advice from Sheree. Sheree has her name as a Real Housewives of Atlanta star. Why have you not gotten a contract with Fitbit? You don't need to be an Olympian. You just need to have a little hype, be a social media influencer, whatever. Why don't you have a segment? Sheree has all these opportunities, but she just doesn't try. Does she not believe in herself? I can't believe she's that lazy, because she puts a lot of work into her relationships. She puts a lot of work into getting Chateau Sheree built. But I just think she's a perfectionist, and she can't do anything 100%. She won't do it. And also, she doesn't take risks. She's not going to put herself in a situation where she thinks people are going to clown her, because it's too much for her ego to take. Anyway, right? Sanya starts talking about, she wants to build a friendship with Sheree. She tried to build a friendship with Kenya, but Kenya always says slick-ish. And then they do a flashback of Kenya saying maybe 3 things, saying, girl, those dried out tortillas. First of all, those beef patties did look dry. She made a joke when Sanya tried to be like, yo, it's a couple's trip. And she's like, girl, bye. And she hung up. But then, like Kenya said, she apologized to her. So what's the beef? Anyway, right? And then she brings up, if they would have called Kenya Dancing with the Stars. I mean, good point. But Sanya, you say all this to say you still were being ignorant. And that's Kenya's point, right? Okay, anyway, again, Sheree says that Kenya will keep trying you, so you better knuckle up, which to a point is true. But I will say something with Kenya. Kenya only tries people when they keep coming at her. Once you just leave her alone, she'll ignore you and leave you alone too. At least that's what I said, right? Listen, Marlo's a temporary horse. Kenya reads her in her thing, saying you are a pretender, pedestrian, pedantic. I don't know. She was just going through the dictionary, reading her, right? They get on the bus with Marlo because they're going to go have lunch at this Jamaican place. Ralph and Drew are gone because Drew's ankle's being swollen up. She can't walk on it. Again, they show up at the Jamaican restaurant, and I know I am greedy. This is why I haven't lost my pandemic 25 pounds yet. That 20, I was about 10 pounds over my regular weight when the pandemic started, and that was 20 pounds ago, right? So I still haven't lost my pandemic weight because I love to eat. And even I would have been annoyed that we go to a restaurant and we eat in jerk fish and red beans and rice again. I've been to the Jamaican restaurant just like you. I know there is festival. I know there is ackee and saltfish. I know that there is octopus, that there is grilled shrimp, there is cabbage, that there come on, Sanya, stop it, right? Anyway, right? They eat jerk chicken and rice and beans for the 5th time. Candy's busy eating her food. There's birds pooping. Marlo's giving a fake laugh, right? Then they all split up because they're like, all right, enough of this. Let's go chill out. Marlo's like, y'all, let's come chill out by the pool. Candy and Todd ain't having it. And they're like, yo, we're going over to the gazebo. Kenya goes with her because Kenya ain't sitting there chilling with Marlo. So then Moneta is there. And Moneta goes to sit with Marlo. Marlo already starts some darkness when she said, with her fake laugh, oh, I guess Moneta's coming with Candy's permission, right? Just annoying, right? They sit down. Marlo immediately starts complaining. Marlo, let it go. I can't figure out whether Marlo was complaining the whole time or whether Marlo was getting the bad edit, because I remember Marlo from seasons past and she was so funny. She was so likable. I loved Marlo, right? Anyway, right? Marlo, so they bring up how Marlo was offended that she said she hates what Ralph did. Right? So then Candy was like, and what Ralph did was Ralph was supposed to adopt Drew's son, but then he changed his mind, which is weird, which is odd, which is like, yeah, we need to talk about this. But like how Candy pointed out, how are you sitting there criticizing someone when you, right, left your nephews, right? So then Marlo continues to talk trash in front of Moneta about Candy. And Marlo knows Candy. Candy demands absolute loyalty. She is a Taurus, right? You can disagree with what they want with Taurus in private, but in public, they expect all earth signs, expect unilateral, unconditional support, right? Speaking of Candy, really quick, you guys, I'm going to wrap this review up and open the lines up. Candy is doing a speak on it at 10 o'clock tonight, right? 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Candy's doing speak on it, and you guys, she's taking questions and answers. So we're going to wrap this up around 9:55 so we can jump in Candy's live and literally ask some more questions. But back to Marlo. With Marlo and this boy's nephew thing, I really makes it me think that her putting them out was a storyline. I just hope to God so, right? Anyway, okay, so anyway, they get on the safari bus, and I know it's a big group of people, but I hate getting on those big tour buses. Like, God damn, can't even like the Real Housewives, can y'all? Well, I guess everybody has to be together. That's why they had those big, ugly tour buses. They can't split up into their own little Mercedes-Benz tour vans. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right? They decide to go on a relaxing river ride, which has a lot of sentimental value to Sanya because her family would go there and she just remembers being for cousins and she just loves being on that. Okay, fine, right? Todd and Kenya are like, where are the action? We want to literally definitely go on, we want to go on something funny, really exciting. Kenya looked bored while she was filming. Like, seriously, listen, Kenya looked bored on the raft. Maybe her and Sheree aren't that close because they were just sitting there like you with your work friend that you're just like, damn. So everybody go on. And she was just sitting there looking, right? Listen, she just looked like she had to like film in Jamaica. She was thinking, damn, I really should have bought Brandon. And she was just over it. Why didn't she bring Brandon? I actually miss Brandon. How come he's not in any scenes anymore? Did Housewives ban him after Apollo turned up? Anyway, right? Marlo literally has her heavy bag talking about, are the rest going to hold it? And she got this giant bag filled with like her change of clothes, her baby wipes, her this, for that. And I was like, why didn't Marlo leave that mess on the bus? And then I remembered Marlo probably got $30,000 worth of clothes in that bag. And Marlo doesn't want to leave that bag on the bus to get stolen. To which I said, Marlo, what type of people you be hanging around? Because productions there is a Real Housewives. Who is going to steal something out of a bag of clothes? But then again, maybe that's just me. I would be like, you ain't stealing. And then I come out and all my Chanel's gone, right? But Marlo, why are you bringing $30,000 worth of clothes on you on a Jamaican river trip? Like, girl, I get it. You are high end, but is there anything just like, I don't know, like, is there anything in Zara you like that you could maybe bring for like anything? Have you been in Zara? I guess Marla's like, Zara doesn't touch her body, right? Sheree starts instigating on the raft. Bone carrying never drives. She's instigating to Kenya like, yeah, so when She apologized to me, but yeah, girl, I'd be mad too, right? Then Kenya starts standing up, being like, yo, it hurt my feelings that her husband was like, don't F with his wife and this and that. Like, that was real aggressive. So then Sheree was like, no, maybe his words were aggressive. So then Kenya's like, girl, that's not the definition of aggressive to you. A man standing up and cursing at you in a room full of people. And like always, everybody left Kenya unprotected. Now, listen, this is not a criticism of anybody, because honestly, maybe there was stuff left on the editing floor. But how come every single time Kenya gets cursed at by a man, it seems like nobody, and not even one man at the table, opens their mouth to defend Kenya? Is it because Kenya seems so strong? Is it because she can handle her own? Listen, I mean, is it because she can handle her own? But even Candy, you opened your mouth to talk about, well, Sanya is just busy working, but how come nobody told Ross to calm that mess down? I don't know. Kenya just never has any allies. And I'm the type of person, don't get me wrong, I talk trash about everybody. You see me, like, I'm like, I love Sheree, and I talk trash about her. I like Marlo, talk trash about Marlo. I love Candy and I criticize Candy. I love Kenya and I criticize Kenya. But I will say right is right and wrong is wrong. No matter how much I hate someone, if I saw a man getting aggressive with her, I'd be like, yo, calm down. Like, Ross, like, it's cool, calm down. Not so much to defend the person I can't stand, but just the fact that, Ross, you're making yourself look bad. Sanya, get your husband. Anyway, listen, again, and here's my thing. With everybody else at the table, fine. Ross wanted to get up and be like, don't F with my wife. He wanted to put on the show, right? Sanya was like, yeah, baby, get her. Everybody wanted to have their opinion. All right, fine. So you did what you did. But how is everybody mad at the fact that Kenya's standing up being like, that was mad aggressive and I didn't appreciate it? Own your stuff. Listen, everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do. Or at least you have, yeah, right? It's the world. But what is this thing that people literally do shit and then get mad when people react? You have the right to criticize me, right? And I have the right to criticize you criticizing me. That is the way the world goes, right? Nobody is thing. Hopefully we have boundaries, but you see what I'm saying? It's like, again, y'all can criticize me as you want. Now, I'll be honest with you, ain't coming on my damn channel and criticizing me. You can go to your channel and make a TisaTells hate channel. But literally, you can sit there and be like, I hate her. Why can't she comb her hair? Because I don't want to. How come you talk so fast? Because that's the way I talk. How come you can't pronounce stuff? Because I can't, right? Yes, I am very educated, but I sometimes don't feel like speaking correct English, and I don't have to. So whatever, right? But my whole point of all this is to say, I don't understand how everybody now is mad at Kenya, that Kenya said that she felt like it was aggressive, especially because it was a definition of aggressive. Because if he had done that to Candy, Todd would have stood up, right? But anyway, right? We go on. They're going to Lazy River. I will say this. Sanya is a snake. What is your beef with Kenya? What is your beef with Kenya? I don't understand. This is your first season. This is your first season. Anyway, Drew and Ralph were in the suite chilling. Drew screaming, thank you, baby. Thank you for the champagne. And I said, of course, Ralph would lead Drew to believe that the champagne that Marlo sent her for her fit was from him. Ralph is a mess. And we need to actually look into, why aren't you adopting her son? I don't know. That's just real weird. All right. So now we get into the thing. Whew, it's the dinner. And I said, the nerve, the audacity, the sheer unmitigated gall, Sanya Ross Richardson, and all those gold medals, to look at Kenya Moore, the MVP, the triathlete of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and say, I feel like you're real ungrateful to be on the girls' trip? Girl, like Kenya said, ooh, the eagle tonight. Girl, Kenya is the OG. Kenya's the draw. Now, I'm not saying Sanya ain't nothing, but girl, know your place. Kenya could have literally, if she wanted to, decide to ruin your little girls' trip and mess up the camera time if she didn't go along with the girls' trip. She is the OG. Even if she was like, yeah, I'm not going to go, the producers would have made you, Sanya, go and have a scene with Kenya where you had to ask her politely to come. The fact that you were acting like the producers didn't host the trip. I know you had your Fitbit, but the producers paid for everything else. The fact that you are sitting here, hey, Tamara Davis, thank you so much for joining the TisaTells. Whoop, whoop. We got a new member. Thank you, Tamara Davis. But, or is it, yeah, it's Tamara, right? Oh my God. Did y'all hear about Tamar and that husband she married? If that's not her husband now and her boyfriend, I'm going to do a video about it. But woo, I will say this. Tamar was with Vince, David. That guy can't be any worse. But then I'm like, I hope this isn't a Khloe Kardashian situation where you do get worse. But good for Tamar. She found love in a hopeless place. Thank God. And girl, get it how you live it. Whoever. Anyway, we'll talk about Tamar in a different video. Let's get back to this, right? Let's get back to this. So anyway, Sanya has the nerve to sit in front of Kenya and say that she's ungrateful. She's been nothing but nice to her and try to check. And then the thing is, when she started it, Kenya was just sitting there minding her business, doing this and that. Sanya looks across after Marlo literally was whispering with her and put a battery in her back and looked at Kenya and said, "What's up, Kenya?" That was the most aggressive thing I ever heard. Honestly, if somebody had said, "What's up, Tisa?" like that, I really would have been like, "Bitch, what it do?" Like, what do you mean, what's up? I mean, what's up, Tisa? Well, first of all, why you got all that? And honestly, literally, I would have moved my water out the way and been like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? You got all that bass in your voice. What is up? Tell me." The fact that Sanya came off as so rude and so aggressive, just so aggressive. And then you're wondering why Kenya came at you like, what you mean, what's up? Anyway, right? Okay. So anyway, all that happens. Then they start getting into it. And she was like, "You've been rude." And Kenya was like, "Why are you being so aggressive?" And she's like, "You sitting there looking at your phone." And Kenya's like, "I'm not looking at my phone. I haven't had my phone all night. My phone is over there in my bag." And then Sanya's like, "Well, you were looking at something." And this is what I mean about Sanya and Ross. I don't, Jamie, House of Glam, I know you said it was real. But the fact that Sanya even had her lines practiced with Kenya, "What's up? You've been on your phone all night," when Kenya ain't even touch her phone. It's all an act. Y'all was literally doing the Meisner School of Acting. You and your husband pretending on how you were going to check Kenya because y'all watched old Housewives. And up until Portia and Nene left, the way to actually get a clout on Housewives was to go after Kenya and go head to head. They didn't realize that the game changed ever since like Portia and Nene left. That's not how you get clout, at least not this season. But it was so obvious to me. You guys literally practice all of this. "What's up, Kenya? You on your phone the whole time?" And Kenya's like, "I haven't touched my phone once. My phone is over there. It's been over there the whole night." And Sanya's like, "Damn. Well, it looked like you was on something and you tried to keep going with your lines." Sanya and her husband are so phony with their rehearsed lines, just like Drew. And I think this is a reality TV curse, right? That when you are I think it's a reality TV curse that when reality TV shows are new, you get more authentic personalities. But as it gets older, the people that come on the show, they watch the season, they get impressions, and they think of all these ways that they're going to come across good on camera, but it just comes across as really, really weird. Also, you guys, at 671 people in the chat, make sure you hit that like button. I'm coming at you early. It is 9:57 a.m. in the morning. But I had to do it. I had to wake up, and because I love you guys. So anyway, where are we at? Anyway, it's all fake. Kenya backs up Sanya and was like, "But Sanya, what did I do to you? What did I do to you?" And Sanya was like, "Well, you said da. And Kenya was like, "I did. I hung up on you when you called me and I apologized. We moved on. So what's the plan? What's the problem?" And Sanya was like, "Well, there was other stuff." And Kenya was like what? And Sanya was like, "Oh, hold on. I mean, a minute to think about it." And Sanya sat there like she was on Jeopardy, racking her mind for 30 seconds, looking through. When I saw that, I got a picture of Sanya in her mind, Benny Hill music playing, and her going through her mind, trying to figure out, wait, just going through the halls of her mind, ripping open cabinets in her memory, trying to figure out, what can you do? What can you do? And at the end of it, she couldn't think of anything. And that's why Candy just cracked up laughing. Like, girl, you don't even know why you're mad. Do you know why you don't know why you're mad? Because this manufactured beef you want to have with Kenya is one-sided. Kenya truly didn't do too much besides that one or two things to offend you. After that, she ain't do nothing to offend you, but you don't want to admit it because your brand is we're mad at Kenya. Your brand is Kenya's disrespectful. Your brand is, according to the Power Price, right? The Powerpuff Girls. Kenya's doing this. Kenya's doing that. That is your brand. Y'all, it is old. It is tired. It is through, but it is what it is. Anyway, right? Listen, what else was it? Ungrateful, blah, 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 blah. They finally get to eat something different. They had goat, shrimp, oxtail. I guess they saved the best for last. Sanya, again, it was a cute trip. It was nice, but why they eat? That would have been my pet peeve. Like, ugh, can I just have the menu? I'll pay a la carte. I don't even want the set menu. I'll pay a la carte. I don't want to eat jerk chicken one more time. It's been 5 times. Let's move on. Like, Jesus Christ, right? Listen. They go in all that stuff. Marlo and what's her name? Candy go at it again. I literally was sitting there being like, I don't really understand why they hyped up that fight so much when it didn't seem like anything big. And if it was, the producers cut a lot out and just made it feel boring, right? Then they do the joke that Candy smells some fried chicken in the airport, and that's how they make up over some chicken. And I said, you can believe that if you want. Candy is the queen of smiling around people she can't stand because she is a consummate professional, and y'all are all co-workers to that, right? But again, Sanya and Ross were exposed as being two phonies that literally do their best. Two phonies that literally do their best, right? Do their best to try to get at Kenya because the 3 Musketeers, the Powerpuff Girls, decided that's the way they were going to be on and popping. Listen. I get, who said this? Okay, so Apple Candy folks said, get real. Kenya is a tall, handsome Black woman in her 50s. Not one man she bought on the show wanted her. She's not a threat to not one woman. Okay, first of all, Apple Candy, you know what I will say? I get the fact that people don't like Kenya, but for y'all to not act like Kenya is not drop dead gorgeous. For y'all to act like Kenya is not that girl. For y'all not to act like Kenya's 5'10", gorgeously handsome. You can call her handsome if you want, right? People call me a handsome woman. That is not a drag. For y'all not to act like Kenya's gorgeous Barbie doll, 5'10", Barbie doll, face and body self, walking in with that smile and that sway in her hips and coming in is not going to turn a man's thing. Let me tell y'all something. Every single man ain't a 50-year-old looking for a 23-year-old. That is a certain type of man, and that is a man that is terrified of getting older, terrified of the innocence he lost. Plenty of wealthy men, and that's a funny thing you want to think. I know that you can go and look at like some Hollywood guys, right? And they like, like a Leonardo DiCaprio. He's 44, right? He's 44, and he loves a 23-year-old. Look at Jeff Bezos. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Forget about that. Go to Forbes Fortune 500. Go to most entertainers and see how old their wives are. Their wives are the same age as them, if not a couple of years older. There is a handsome, wealthy 50-year-old man that will be happy to have Kenya Moore's ass. The fact that they're like the fact that y'all really trying to act like that Kenya ain't that girl. The fact that you are really trying to act like men do not find her attractive or desirable, it blows my mind. I realize Housewives is like this alternate universe where up is down and down is up. But like, you guys, beauty's beauty. You can say a lot of things about Kenya, but her face card and her body card ain't never declined. And just because it's not your cup of tea, baby, Kenya is the definition of conventionally pretty. Kenya is the definition of attractive. Even on paper, Kenya checks all the boxes of what somebody beautiful is. Kenya don't got an interesting face where it's like, well, I guess when you get to know her, she's beautiful. Kenya's beauty hits you right there. She is a beauty contestant winner. It is undoubted. So why are y'all trying to sit there and act like it's a drag? The fact that Kenya cannot find a man in Atlanta to stand by her, in my opinion, says more about the men in Atlanta. Because why 1 or 2 of them might have gotten a catch, the rest of them are struggling too. So I don't even understand. That says to me more about the men in Atlanta than it does about anything else. I don't understand. Okay, Prosperity said Marlo is the one that isn't a threat, and it's not because of her beauty. You said Sanya, Gloria said Sanya is so corny. She's so far up Marlo's butt. She really left Kenya out of the fit the second time when Marlo sat there feeling pleased. I don't understand. Listen, so many will be happy to hand her, but again, in my world, it's not a drag to say a man don't want you, baby. Listen. Yes, say all this, and I have a boyfriend, and I love him dearly. But if he was to leave me, and if I was single, baby, I'll be all right. Like literally, being single is not a drag, especially when you go to nursing homes and low key, everybody that's single and alone there, 78% of them are men. Just remember that. Just remember that. Listen, I'm just saying, Kenya is so pretty, and I love when she laughs. Listen, Apple Candy folks said Apollo wanted her, so why didn't he chase her and left Phaedra? What? Apple Candy, do you hear yourself? You're saying that if Kenya was so beautiful, Apollo would have left the mother of his kids to chase after Kenya? Is that where? Listen. Apple Candy, we giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you sounding real strange right now. Do you hear what you just said? You just said that if Kenya was so beautiful, a married man would have chased her, abandoned the mother of his 2 kids, and actively tried to date his coworker. Listen, you can say a lot of things about Apollo, but not even Apollo was willing to do some Simon Gabodia stuff. That is like, is that a mark of someone's beauty that you'll make people do really effed up, immoral things for your beauty? Is that a standard of beauty? Girl, that's called like Delilah energy, devil energy. What are y'all talking about? Listen, you said the issue is not about Kenya's looks, it's about her character. She is gorgeous, but it's something about her personality that's not landing. Again, let's look at all the women of Real Housewives. Candy seems like she has a good relationship with Todd. Monette seems like she has a good relationship with Neo. That's great. Who's everybody else dating? What's everybody else doing? Portia got what? Somebody else's man? And he ain't ish. And they can sit there and act like they're happy all they want. But we all know that ain't going to last more than 2 years. Truly, right? Maybe Portia will do 3 just because. But when Simon gets fed up, he'll go, right? Kenya's very beautiful. Again, I don't look at something wrong with being my personality that I can't get a man to settle down with me. It really honestly means that I haven't found the right man, because there's nothing wrong with my personality. The right man is going to fit into my personality. I wasn't raised to feel like I got to change my personality and bend over backwards to make a man love me. Nobody in my life was raised to feel like that. You are who you are, and the man can take you or leave you. Just like, again, I would never date a Simon Gabodia, but that doesn't mean Portia don't want him, right? I would never marry somebody like whoever, but that don't mean somebody else don't want them. You not clicking with the right person, that's not your personality. It just means that you need to search. You need to just search harder, wider, whatever. It's all a numbers game. And that's how women, this is the last thing I'm going to say. This is how women get messed up so much in relationships. My dad told me this when I was old enough to date, and it always stuck in my head. When someone likes you, they just like you. And it don't matter what you do, they're going to find a way to forgive you. And when someone doesn't like you and you annoy them, it don't matter how much you try to be their ideal, they always going to have some problem with you. Women get caught up saying, I met a man, I date him, he needs to like me. And if he doesn't like me, there's something wrong with me. Baby, that's not the way it goes. You just haven't right the right. You don't like me. You don't like me. You like girls with straight hair. You like girls with darker skin. You like girls with lighter skin. You like girls with small hips. Okay, move. You like that? Move. And you keep going, cycling through them until you find someone and they see you and they're like, oh my God, you were made for me. When somebody looks at you and they're just like, damn, Tisa, you were made for me head to toe. I literally made a wish list when I was 6 years old of what I want a woman to be, personality-wise and looks-wise, and you were it. All right, you're my person. Now let me try to build a relationship with you. But if we already start and you think there's something wrong with my personality, all right, I'll send you to go find somebody who has the perfect personality. You don't like the way I'm shaped? I send you to go find the body you like. Women always get messed up. Why? Because every time we look at it, when we're in a relationship, it always has to lead to marriage. When honestly, you're just wasting your time on someone that just doesn't like you. And there's nothing wrong with that. They just don't like you. Just like you've met people and you're like, I just don't like you. I don't know why. I just don't like you. Anyway, right? Again, a woman listen, 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 a woman does not have to be in a relationship. And just because you can't find a man to settle down with does not mean that's a drag on you. It just means that you haven't found the right man. Maybe you need to move out the city. Maybe you need to move out the country. You'll find them though. I guarantee you. Don't ever let somebody tell you you got to change to find someone, because of all these ain't-ish men that are cheating and lying and making outside babies. And I know that is the worst of men. Most men are really good men, right? But if all these ain't-ish men, rich and broke, whichever, got all these women chasing after them, all these women fighting over, who is anyone to look at any woman and be like, there's something wrong with your personality, there's something wrong with the way you look, that's why you don't got a man. You don't got a man because you're going after the wrong men. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm getting off. But if all these ain't-ish men at the fry cook at IHOP, they got 3 girlfriends fighting over him on his morning shift, can have, and 6 babies' moms, don't ever look at a woman and be like, there's something wrong with you. Nope. I refuse to reject it. Y'all can say I live in a fantasy land, but my fantasy land is manifested all my life. I'm just saying, stop settling and stop living to those things, please. Personality. Neil, personality. Girl, I get what you're saying. And to you, you would never date Kenya. I get what you're saying. You're giving your opinion. I get everybody's giving their opinion. But I am saying with dating, there's somebody for everybody. And if that person don't want you, they're not the person for you. Go find someone that appreciates you. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Again. Anyway, you guys, listen. Candy's Speak On It is on live. We're going to have to pick this up a different time because I'm going to jump into Candy's comments and ask her a few questions about the Ross situation, and also ask her why she was so busy taking up for Marlo and Sanya with Kenya, against Kenya, when at the end of the day, Marlo and Sanya are the ones that threw you under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Did she wish she had rode a little bit harder for Kenya? Or was there reasons why she did everything? Anyway, y'all, Speak On It is live on YouTube. I'm going to go jump into Candy's live, ask some questions, meet me over there. It's going to be fun. Listen. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.